Hi, welcome to my ENME351 LAB 9 project. My name is George Arzate, and here I have a violin hooked up to a couple servos, potentiometers, buttons, and I hope by the end of the video I can play a tune for y'all. But over here we see that we have 3 servos. These correspond to the fingering on the D string, the second to last note on the left, facing away, followed by 2 servos over here. We have the guitar picks here. The orange one plucks the A string, the blue one plucks the D string. So coming around back here, we have our breadboard with our 3 potentiometers, each corresponding to the fingers being played here. So the first one corresponds to the E, F sharp, and then G notes, whereas these buttons correspond to the open strings here, followed by the D string and the A open string. I have it hooked up to this servo motor driver, as well as a 5-volt battery to operate this. Over here is my processing code, where when the potentiometers turn, when the knob is turned, or when the button is pressed, it'll display it'll export the Arduino code into processing, and it'll display on the screen which note it corresponds to. Here we have a music staff, 5 lines, 4 spaces, followed by the 5 notes that we see here from D to A in its order. And from here, we see that on the Arduino side, we have these drivers right here to operate the motor servo over here for the PCA 9685. Coming down here, we have our analog read for the potentiometers that we have here. I'm using 3, as well as the buttons 1 and 2. Okay. Part of the process of making this violin operate was to wrap a prototype using some popsicle sticks and hot glue. Then after that, being able to take some measurements here with some calipers, I was able to 3D print the 2 parts. But also we have some custom-made parts using for the guitar picks, but also for keeping everything clear below. Without further ado, I'll go ahead and play a little tune. For demonstrations here, I will show how the notes will change on the processing side. So right now we have the A string. If I were to play a D string, we'll see that it'll change. Followed by, if I were to play an A string again, it'll change. If I were to adjust the knob on the fingering here, then I will get an E. So it'll show here, as well as an F sharp, and then a G. Could use some cameraman handiwork here. But without further ado, I'll go ahead and play my little tune. See if I can have this on here. I'll play Hot Cross Buns. All right, thank you.